Well, good morning, man. It's July 13th. So we turn to the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, for God's daily dose of wisdom. And as I was reading through Proverbs 13, verse 17 jumped off the page, and it reads like this. A wicked messenger falls into adversity, but a faithful envoy brings healing. Okay, what's he talking about? Well, faithful envoys or faithful messengers, contrasting them with wicked messengers, is a theme throughout Proverbs. In fact, we find this in Proverbs 25, verse 13. Like the cold of snow in the time of harvest is a faithful messenger to those who send him, for he refreshes the soul of his masters. And we got to remember, when Proverbs was written, there was no electricity, there was no cell phones, there was no internet, there was no way of getting a message from one place to another without sending an individual to that place. And so sending of envoys or sending of messengers became a common practice back in those days between heads of state. And so the messenger, the Hebrew word is malak, and a group of messengers would be the malakim. They are the representatives, the courtiers, a member of the court, or an angel. Interesting. Angels are called malakim. Those angels that are dispatched from heaven, from the throne of God, to deliver messages were also called malakim. Same word. Gabriel was a malak. He was an ambassador from heaven. Unless you think that this lofty position is something that is reserved only to angels, listen to these words that Paul writes out of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. He writes this. He says, therefore, we are ambassadors for Christ. As though God were making an appeal through us, we beg you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God. We are the malakim. We are the ambassadors. We are the messengers that God has sent from the very throne room of heaven out into the world to represent him to the world. It has been said that we might be the only Bible that some people will ever read. Are they reading condemnation, or are they reading reconciliation? Are they reading grace and gratitude, or grumbling and grumpiness? I'm preaching this to myself because I need this word. I fail daily. This is not a heavy burden, but a joyful response as a result of what Christ has done for us. As our brother Jim is so fond of saying, we need to preach the gospel at all times, and when absolutely necessary, use words. My brothers and sisters, I pray that you are wonderful ambassadors today, that you go out in the world, you touch lives, and you make a difference. I love each and every one of you. God bless you.